Oh my God, it's that time again. Here we go, side jag. We're going to talk tonight about a bunch of things, but I think we're going to start with Katrina, Come Hell or High Water. It was a 3-part miniseries on Netflix,
Netflix. Yes, it
and
was.
about a hurricane and
Yeah.
what happened afterwards. We're going to discuss it. Did you watch all 3 parts?
I watched all 3 parts.
Okay, good. So did I. So yeah, we'll go, and we only have to talk about it once, which will be great.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Been good. Been busy.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
it's just listen, the world's falling apart. Been busy at work. It's just
the world is falling apart. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's all batteries. Batteries are bad. You heard about the battery plant in Georgia, right? That ice raided the Kia and
No, I didn't.
Hyundai. Oh yeah, you gotta look that one up. You'll get a kick
I'll
out
have
of
to
that.
look. Well, I know that our governor deployed the National Guard in our town,
To do
nonetheless,
what?
to help ICE do the raids because we're close to Texas, so we have I guarantee you. I mean, we have a lot of legal immigrants here, so I imagine
Yeah.
it's gonna get a little hairy. And although Cassie works for the U.S. Marshals,
Yeah.
so they often assist in that type of stuff too, depending on what it is. Sometimes it depends on what they got going on, but
Right.
so, yeah.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. Hello from Alabama. What's up, Jason? Justin. Did I mean, her last name is Vega. I mean,
Yeah.
they'd be knocking on her door, be like, "Excuse me, ma'am."
Oh, they had questions. They
they?
dude. Listen, when they do a
Background check.
it's like a FBI type
Oh yeah, of course.
interview, right?
Yeah.
So getting into my backstory, the people who chose to watch this will learn this. I never met my dad ever, my true dad.
Okay.
So the dad that I call dad was actually my brother's dad, who is the one who raised me.
Yeah, yeah. So stepdad.
Yeah, he was my stepdad, but I didn't actually know
Yeah.
this until later on. So there was a lot of questions like, "Hey, where was your dad from? Where what's what was he illegal? Was all this?" And it's like, listen, my mom's dead. I never met the man.
Right.
I have no clue.
I have a birth certificate.
I have a birth certificate.
Yeah. I've been paying taxes for the last 40 years. So
my mom was born here. I was born here, but because it's like, oh, are they connected with the mafia down there, or whatever? There was just, and it was a little bit of a sticking point. It's like, I can't. We know his name. His name was Bernardo Vega. Like
really?
That's it.
Wow.
Like, so I never met the man. I was like, so I wish I could tell you more. Actually, I don't care. I never cared to meet him. Who cares? Like, I got a dad. The dad that was there to raise me, my brother's dad. So like, I was good enough. But
wow.
Yeah, that was actually a little bit of a sticking point right there.
Wow.
So that was kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but it's a full on. Even though she's not an agent.
No. She's
her technical term is she's an investigative analyst.
Right. She's a clerk.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
she knows where the papers are at and how to push them.
Yep, and how to move people from this prison to this prison, and she's got some really cool, actually some scary stories.
I bet.
Like one of them, there was a guy that I can't forget what they're calling him, the headhunter or something like that.
So this is a great thing. You guys don't have any HEPA laws for your stories. I have everyone in this house is the.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is all medical field stuff. Yes. So see, I get to actually hear a lot of stories I don't want to hear, but this one, the dude murdered a jailer here in Fort Smith. Because he was transferred by our Fort Smith jailers.
Okay.
And then so they were a little concerned, or Cassie was, because the people she worked with, the U.S. Marshal, like, listen, there's a little bit of a difference between someone that's working in a Fort Smith jail that doesn't have to have any kind of experience and a U.S. Marshal.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure they understand the gravity of the situation. It's not going to be,
Yeah. I mean, sure.
So, and apparently they got beef with the FBI sometimes. So, or the FBI has beef with them. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, because
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point they bump heads on who's doing what. And,
yeah, because they intersect a lot on a lot of things that they do.
Yeah, WITSEC is another thing.
Yeah.
If the FBI wants to get someone, it's like, no, man, he's in WITSEC. The guy doesn't even exist anymore.
So I love hearing those stories from Cassie. The ones I don't is very intricate details about how the system works that I have no idea about.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to invest the time to learn it.
No.
Because she spent her whole career learning this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like me talking batteries to her. Like she, you know.
Yeah, she doesn't want to hear about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there again, I can talk to you.
Right.
And the fans of the 12 volt or this, but like I can't sit down with the girls and be like, all right, so here's what happened in my day today.
Yeah.
You know, I ran into this problem and we came up with this solution, or they don't want to do that shit. They don't care.
No, and it's you know, the people here, we have even though we might not understand fully what you're dealing with, we have an idea of what's going on. So we have some kind of frame of reference.
Right. Right. Yeah. So it's like, that's why this show is fun, because if you don't know what we're not talking, I mean, it's just basic shit.
I checked the comments today. I was like, because sometimes we get some surprise, no surprises. The regular, the OGs that are in here every week watching.
So I've come to the conclusion also that apparently I don't speak English in the manner that everyone else speaks English, especially when I'm talking or explaining something. Like my English is different. You know, like I explain things poorly for people. And I don't ask questions in a plain manner. Haley and I were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
And so then last night we had to go shopping for my dad. And so I also knew there was drugs to pick up. So, you know, he has his drugs dropped off or filled at the grocery store we go to. And so I said, we walked up and I said, you know, here to pick up prescription for, said his name. And they're like, what's the birthday? And I looked at Haley because she knows that stuff.
Yeah.
And so we gave him the birthday. And the pharmacist that we normally talk to was standing next to this rather bitch. We'll just call her. Hey, let's just call her bitch. And so Haley tells her the birthday. Now, he's born in like the 40s. Okay. Yeah. So neither one of us look like we were born in the 40s. So clearly it's not us. Okay, it's not us. I mean, I'm old and I have gray hair, but if I was born in the 40s, I have the best DNA ever. Ever. And I know I don't. So she doesn't know that. And then why would I be picking up all these drugs? I mean, it's like, you're kidding me? And so I said to her when we got done, I said, hey, can you tell me when the next pickup will be? And she just kind of looks at me. She's like, what? I said, when will the next batch of drugs be ready for us to pick them up? She goes, well, we call. And I go, and I'm getting ready to say what I need to say. And Haley goes, well, we don't live with him. We just pick up the drugs for him. And I go, and he likes to call me the day he's on his last pill to come pick up the drugs. So I would like to get it. And so finally the pharmacist comes over and just says that I see him do this. He goes, the next will be in the middle of September, around the 19th. There'll be a batch ready, and then it looks like there'll also be some in the middle of October. I said, or November. And I said, perfect. And she's like, well, these are 90-day scripts. And I'm like, bitch, I don't even know what he's taking. I don't even he's got like 20 bottles of shit sitting. I don't know when this.
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
That's.
I wanted to jump across the counter and bitch slap her so hard.
Dude, I bet Haley has a decent idea of what he's taking, or Sue, one of them.
No, nobody does.
They don't really. That's crazy. Because like Cassie knows all that information. I don't know anything of it.
No. Well, she knows what I'm taking, but she has no idea what this guy's taking. This guy's got drugs for days, man. You know, he's got pills lined up in order and bottle numbers and he's got a whole braille system going on for his drugs, and which is cool because I don't know what the fuck he's taking. I don't care. Just keep taking them.
Yeah.
But he has a habit of calling me like, I got 2 pills left. I need more. And I'm like, did they call you? Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. Or no, they just called me. And it's like, you go walk in there and says he just, no, like our records show that we called him 2 weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, I bet.
Yeah. That's classic, like parent, grandparent.
Yeah. It's classic old guy shit. Yeah. And it's like, or and so when we go grocery shopping, since we don't know when we'll just go over them and be like, hey, we're just going to check to see if there's any drugs to pick up for this person. And they're like, why? Because we don't fucking live with them, and it's a hassle every time we come in here. And like, I would appreciate you not fucking grilling me, okay? Like look at the fucking computer. Like, we get 50 drugs filled from you all over the goddamn map. Don't be such a cunt.
Yeah.
Like, no, actually, she was. I know, right? She might have been. Yeah, dude, this chick was a fucking linebacker. Let me tell you what.
Really? Oh, and dumb.
Oh, and just rude. Just bitch, man. I was like,
I'm
like, God. I was like, I'm gonna turn British in a minute. I'm gonna go British on your ass. This is gonna turn into Game of Thrones real quick.
I hate it when people put their incompetence on you.
Yes.
Like, she had the answers in front of her.
Yes. And
all she had to do was look, but instead of doing that, she asked made a dumb statement, asked a dumb question.
Yeah. Like, we tell, like, these refilling. Fuck, bitch, I don't know what these are.
Yeah.
Like, and then this is the best part. Okay, so like, we know the date of his birthday, we know his name, and then she goes to give him, and like, we've got his credit card, and we're doing the thing, and we signed for him, and she goes, "What's his date of birth?" And I go, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" I am losing it at this point. I am like, bitch. Yeah. Like, do you not have parents? Like, do you not have elderly parents? I mean, like I have to stop what I'm doing and come do this. Okay. And I don't mind doing it, but I mind you ruining this. Like, like this guy eats more groceries in 2 weeks than I eat in like 2 months. So like I'm getting ready to have to spend a bunch of money in your store. just stop being a cunt. Oh my God. It was terrible. But it was great because Steve, my pharmacist guy, he saw me losing it. He just steps over and I'm like, I'm looking at her like, and I didn't say nothing after that. I just looked at her like, and finally I got the information, said, thank you, and turned around and walked away. And I was like, and Haley's like, dude, I could tell in your voice. She goes, I know right when that little flick that switch flicks. And I was like, oh yeah. Oh no, she was about to get fucking.
Dude, it's like things that annoy me at a supermarket is, and this could be old people, could be young people, anybody.
Oh yeah.
Like when I go to the register, my wallet's out, I'm ready to pay, I have everything I need. I'm telling you, dude, it doesn't. Old people are obviously the worst criminals about doing this, but I've seen young people. Young people's usually they're on their phone, not paying attention. Old people, they don't have their checkbook out. Specifically, old women, so they're digging through their purse,
looking for a pen,
looking for their checkbook, and then they'll say, well, it's 1902. $19. Hold on, baby. I got 2 cents in my purse over here.
Yep.
Oh my God.
My God. I check the lines.
Yeah, I do too.
And I automatically assume whatever line I pick is going to be the worst.
I'm trying to be better about it. I'm trying not to get frustrated with old people, but I never say nothing to them. I stew internally.
I just
about it, but it's like, oh man, I'm trying to let it go.
And I walk up to the register and then you just know the person, the cashier is just smiling at you.
Oh, you make eye contact. It's like, oh
they know the hell and you feel for them. I feel for them because I'm like, when I walk up there, I'm annoyed because I just had to sit through that, and I know you're annoyed because you just had to take a check.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like a check? Like,
the other one is the uptight, and this will be a dude like my age, your age. He'll pay in cash, get his money back, and then meticulously put it in his wallet right there.
Yeah.
And get it all organized. Oh, 10s, 5s, 1, like, bro.
Put it in your fucking pocket and walk out.
Put it in your pocket and go. Like, get out of the way. I tell Cassie, like, I lived my whole life to not be in someone's way in this manner.
It must be great. Like, think about it. It must be a great feeling to just not give a shit about anyone else.
Ignorance is bliss. It's like the oldest saying ever. Ignorance is bliss.
Best.
And I had to boil it down to, I tell Cassie, like, I assume people are stupid or they just don't care. And there's people that do it with malice too, But if I can put them in, it's like, okay, if you're stupid, I can give you a pass because you're stupid.
Oh yeah,
you don't understand.
Yeah, everyone's gonna.
If you don't care, that's a little more frustrating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, listen, man. Listen, the fact that you even go into a convenience store is like you're asking for trouble, bro. Come on, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know you're asking. Like,
dude, I don't think
you go into a Wawa's and you buy food. Because
no.
Wawa's food is amazing. Like you just have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. You need to go stand over in the corner and just be like, all right, I got 15 minutes to watch this.
Nonsense.
Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the craziness, man, because you wanted that sandwich because it's so good. You know, if you go and you're like, even in like, if you're hungry, just go to a goddamn drive-through. Like, there's no reason to go in a convenience store and expect like that it's just gonna go smoothly. Man, you got freaking Trailer Park Mary behind the counter, and I'm not picking on him. I'm not. Hey, if you work in a convenience store, man, God bless. But I mean, what do you expect? We all can't be at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Even that place, man. Like going to
Buc-ee's can get crazy. Now, the people that work at Buc-ee's, cool. The people that for the most part, the people that are like in the Buc-ee's,
oh, they're nuts,
dude. Insane. It's like
crazy people, man.
Buc-ee's is kind of like the Chick-fil-A of convenience stores as far as the customers, or not the customers, workers.
Yes. Well, I mean,
always great experience.
Price, man.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can.
Dude, listen, they totally cock that stuff because they have a sign up front that says, "Would you like to work at Buc-ee's?
Right.
That's what we pay." And you're like, dude, that checkout bitch is making $110,000 a year. Damn.
I'd be happy to. Hey,
I want to work in the middle of nowhere.
That's why the In-N-Out people are so good. They're not. I don't think they're paid as well as Buc-ee's, but they're paid pretty well for fast food.
Right. Yeah. Which, there again, that's why I shop at Publix, because
I wish we had a Publix. I wish we had. Publix is like the go-to.
They're good. Like the pharmacy, that bitch, she's not normal. Yeah. She's not normal.
She's an outlier. She's an outlier. Yeah.
She is. She's like a 10 or something.
Yeah.
Because like Steve, my guy, he's great.
Yeah.
And there's another girl that works there that looks like Veronica from the Archie show. And she looks evil as hell, but she's nice and she's right on point and she does her shit.
Yeah.
But this bitch, oh man, I'm like, dude, the little old lady that's checking us out, they got this like, because all these old people are retired and they're like, I just want to work like 2 days a week and just, for like 6 hours, and Publix is like, sure, come on in.
Why not?
So you got this teenage girl bagging, and you got this old lady running the register. She's been running the registers her whole life or whatever. And the teenage girl can't bag for shit. She's like, putting cans on top of your lettuce and stuff. And you're like,
what's going on?
But the little old lady's back there. Did you find everything you were looking for? And I was like, yeah, but I'm going to have to go back and get new shit.
Have you ever been to Aldi's?
Oh, no.
I just throw your shit.
I've been there once. I paid for my shopping cart.
Yeah.
I walked into the store and I walked around. I was like, y'all can't afford lights?
Well, they try to say it's like Trader Joe's. It's not like Trader Joe's.
Fuck, dude, Trader Joe's? Trader Joe's is like going to the gym.
Okay? Yeah, they split off for a reason.
Yeah, cigarettes. That's what it was. Cigarettes. One wanted to sell cigarettes. The other one did. I think we know which one was selling cigarettes.
Now, I will say, in their defense, like a lot of their generic foods are pretty good. But like everything outside of that sucks.
Listen, I can't. It's the experience, man.
It's terrible.
I'm an experienced guy. That's why Walmart is not my jam,
dude. You know why Walmart is my jam? Because
there's like 50 of them within 5 seconds of your house.
No. Well, there is, but there is, and we have some of the nicest Walmarts probably in the country.
Exactly.
But that being said, the particular ones close to my house are not the nicest.
Oh,
but I pay $99 a year and they deliver whatever I need every week,
which is fine. You don't actually have,
and I don't have to go in there. That's why I love it. And we've been doing that for like 3 or 4 years now. So
which is fine. But I like to shop. I'm a shopper. I like to go into a place.
You want to feel the fruit.
I want to peruse. I want to go up and down the aisles. I want to, I like shopping. I like going to the mall. I like looking around. I like going, do I want strength or extra strength? I want a caplet or do I want fast dissolving? I mean, you know, oh, I didn't know they made one of those. That looks good. I should try that. I like that shit. You know, to me, that's fun. I like being a customer. I like being a shopper. So, and there again, I know if I walk into a convenience store like Justin, I know my experience is going to be interesting, and I look forward to it because it makes me laugh. Yeah. And I can go out to the car and go, "You're not going to believe what I just saw." And then if I can make the person in the car laugh, I feel good.
Dude, the closest thing we have to Publix is called Harps.
Yeah.
Here, we're getting one right up the road from the house.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, that's going to be awesome. But
yeah,
for now, Walmart it is.
Yeah, they probably don't have a chicken tender sandwich or chicken tender sub. I think that's the one right now that they have a chicken tender sub.
Yeah,
apparently is like, I'm not gonna get one because it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Let's say breaded chicken tenders on a sandwich. Haley had one last night and she's like, "This is so good." I was like, "Okay."
It's like the first time I went to Raising Cane's. Yeah. I was like, "Okay, what if you don't want chicken tenders?" Well, we got a chicken sandwich. Okay, give me the chicken sandwich. It's a chicken tender sandwich.
Yes.
I'm like, oh. So if you don't want chicken tenders,
don't go to Raising Cane's.
Don't go to Raising Cane's.
Well, and I mean, there's no difference between going, like you said, going to what's the hamburger place you just said?
Oh, In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Yeah. If you don't want a hamburger, don't go to In-N-Out.
Don't go. Yeah. Don't go.
They don't have anything else.
Yeah. But I mean, Five Guys, they have a hot dog.
Oh, no. They have a BLT.
Oh, they do have a BLT. That's right.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't know this. The girls brought, and it's actually really good.
Dude, I had they also do a
man, I could go for one.
What the hell is it? It's not a Reuben. Is it a Reuben? No. It's patty melt. They do a patty melt.
Yeah, patty. Well, of course, because
but they just turn the buns upside down and brown them. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know why, but it made a difference and it was good.
The bun is good. The bun is good. Because they treat the bun, they grease it and do all that crap. So it's the most unhealthy BLT ever. But I put cheese on it. Oh.
Did they do the bun like that on the BLT, or was it just?
No, it's the right. It's a bun. It's like a hamburger.
So it's the right size.
I think so. I think it's the right side up.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting though.
Dude, BLTs underrated.
What's that?
BLTs are underrated. Like a good BLT.
Yeah,
dude.
We have a sports bar here, and I always get the BLT and French fries. That's kind of like my thing.
I like the club because it's like a BLT, but with the meat, with the extra turkey and the ham.
It's funny because I don't like bacon. I'm not a bacon guy.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna bacon wrap something, I'm just like, can you unwrap it? All right, this ain't Christmas. BLT, you gotta wrap everything.
Yeah. I like bacon, but if we're choosing at breakfast, I'll choose sausage.
I'll choose neither.
I'm like a sausage over bacon, but
I like eggs for breakfast. Like that's it. I like eggs and hash browns, and that's about as exciting as I get. I don't know why. It's like at one point I go, this whole meat thing for breakfast really not my thing. So even like when I go and get like a breakfast sandwich, I'll just get an egg and cheese on a bun or a biscuit or muffin or whatever the hell it is. That's it. That's all I want. And it's like, this is fantastic. Everybody just kind of looks at, what'd you get on it? I go, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't get bacon? No. You didn't get sausage? No. Like, and somebody that gets just a sausage biscuit, I'm like, are you on? Like, what are you doing?
I can't do. Now this is gonna be super weird, but I will eat if the biscuit's good. Now I'm not eating a McDonald's sausage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Assuming it's a good biscuit, I will eat a sausage biscuit with some sort of jelly, like grape jelly.
Grape jelly, of course. I trust me. I totally understand.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why I don't like it anymore is because there again, when I was like in high school, my mom would just buy Jimmy Dean's breakfast biscuit thingies because you could get the box.
Those are the worst biscuits,
or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that was always breakfast. So it was always like pop 2 of those in the microwave, eat them on the way to the school bus, or eat them on the way to the car, and that was always breakfast.
Yeah.
So as an adult, you're just like kind of going through the motions, and you finally go, I really don't like this.
Dude.
I've been eating it for 30 years. I don't like it.
So you growing up poor, this may have even happened to you. And I don't know if you remember this. McDonald's used to have nights where they'd sell retro prices for their cheeseburgers. and they'd have 19-cent hamburgers, 29-cent cheeseburgers.
Wow. I remember when they were 49 cents and 59 cents.
Right. And this was like, this was probably 30 years ago, maybe 25.
Okay.
No, maybe more than that. But we were kids. My mom would go, and she would get 100 of them. 100 29-cent cheeseburgers, so $30. Freeze them.
Yeah.
And those we would like, she'd still cook dinner, but she's not making lunch.
No.
Or, you know, if you need to take something to school, it's like we're eating them cheeseburgers, and we ate the hell out of them cheeseburgers.
So my uncle had a food truck, and by that I mean like my step uncle, my aunt's husband. He had a food truck, and so what he would do is he'd stop by McDonald's and buy like 30 hamburgers because they were only 49 cents. He'd bring them home. He'd put some like Old Bay sauce on them.
Yeah,
or not sauce, but spice. Or something in a can, and a piece of cheese, and he'd rewrap them, and he'd sell them for like $4. And I was like, what are you? Because I walk in, I'm like, what are you doing, man? He's like, I'm making lunches for tomorrow, and I'm like, out of McDonald's hamburgers, they're 49 cents. So I sell them for like $3 or $4, and people love them, and I'm like, and they can't figure it out, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
and entrepreneur,
dude. In McDonald's defense, I will say their basic plain cheeseburger, is one of the best cheap basic plain cheeseburgers you can get, like from a fast food.
Yes, oh for sure. I mean, Haley still loves just the hamburger. Like she loves the hammer with pickles, onions, and ketchup and mustard. She still every now and then she'd be like, "Can you just give me a McDonald's hamburger?"
Yeah, they figured out the system, and they've basically kept it the same way. Except for price, forever.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Okay, so let's talk about this Katrina thing. So it was cut into 3 episodes.
3 episodes. Last one was the longest,
and the last one was the boringest.
The last one
tried to make
horrible.
Sense. Yeah,
the last one starts out with like a 10-minute. I hate whatever that jazz
it was
talking kind of like what's his name, William Shatner type shit.
Yes.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Couldn't care less. You're not telling any story about
rap. There's like the poetry.
Yeah, it's like slam poetry.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is
terrible, brutal.
Like the first 2 episodes, I learned a lot of things I didn't know or didn't fully understand at the time.
Yeah,
that one, it to me, it served no purpose in the series.
No,
outside of trying to tie and loosely, they'd probably done this for about 10 minutes of it, try to tie together their thesis is or whatever of the whole thing. For the
I honestly had no value whatsoever in that. Like, because anything anybody had said of value, I felt was in the first or second episode.
Yeah.
And that was just like,
and it was the longest in it, dude.
I cut it short because I was like, it's time for bed. And I'm not kidding. There's nothing left of this. So yeah, the 3rd episode's totally
trash.
It's not even worth watching. Honestly,
it besmirches the name of the rest of the episode.
So if I was to sum it up and someone said, should I watch this? I'd say watch episode 1.
Yeah.
That's it.
You get everything you need to know out of that.
Well, okay, so here's the funny part. So to me, episode 1 is Katrina.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's the story of Katrina, which we'll talk about a little bit because I want to get into this. And it ends with Katrina passing over and everyone waking up and going, "Oh shit, we lived through this." There was some tragic stories.
Mm-hmm.
And then episode 2 is the levee broke. And we had to hear all of that.
Yeah. And
that to me wasn't part of Katrina because Katrina was
that's an act of nature.
And it wasn't Katrina's fault per se that those things happened. It was mismanagement of not taking care of your things. Like these things were built back in the 40s or 50s, they said.
Yep. Yeah.
And they haven't properly maintained them.
And they weren't high enough in the first place.
Yeah. And so like they had done a study on what happens if a Katrina comes, like in the 80s or something. They did this study, and they found out that they were going to be fucked.
Oh yeah,
like they knew they were going to be fucked, and they
bowl.
didn't do anything between then. For the next 30 years, they didn't do anything. You know, we built some pump houses. You built those
hopes and prayers.
They were hopes and praying the hell out of that thing. And so, like, it wasn't Katrina's fault I mean, Katrina came through.
And totally. It was totally on the local, and statewide government.
Yeah. And so after like, I was interested in the Katrina thing because that gave me anxiety, because we deal with that every year.
Right.
Always that hurricane that comes through, and it's always like, it's always doom on you. Hey, here's your choices: get the hell out of Dodge or rough it out, tell the stories, whatever, you know. And it's like, oh God, you know. And for me, episode 1 did give me some anxiety, because I was just like, damn, man, like, oh, like that feeling of, do I stay or do I go? Yeah. And I felt bad for a lot of those people because they couldn't leave. They didn't have cars, they didn't have transportation, or the cars they had, they couldn't drive that far. You know, and the city, the government was going, pardon me, it might be a good idea if you get out of Dodge. And then they go back to the people, and the people are like, well, you know, they said this last time, and it didn't come here. We spent like a bunch of money that we didn't have, and we left, and nothing happened. So now you're telling us to leave again? We're not going to leave. And then by the time,
part that I learned from it was because, and I forgot, even though I did know this in the timeline, I forgot that Ivan was literally a year before Katrina.
Yeah.
Very bad storm, but it missed them. And a lot of them, like you said, had paid and got out and spent whatever money they had. Yeah. So at this point, they still haven't recovered financially from that.
Yes.
And they're like, hey, we got no choice. Like, it's not a choice unless you're going to bust us out of here.
Right. And they were like, we'll bust you out. And then they're like, well, dude, do you see this thing coming? I ain't going to work. I ain't driving these people out of town. I got families to take care of myself. I'm leaving. So, you know, it was like, by the time they should have called the National Guard in much earlier. And that's the problem, is that these hurricanes come and they don't call the Guard in until after.
Right.
You know, which is just kind of like the standard shit. It's like, okay, listen, like they knew that majority of the people that lived in those areas that could be hardest hit, what was it, like 60% of them rely on public transportation, or 70%? It was a huge number. And they knew that. They knew it, because that was part of the show, was like, these are how many people are not going to be able to get out unless we get them out.
Yeah.
And it's like, you need to call the National Guard and get them out. And then, like, even after they did call the National Guard and they're like, hey, we need buses. And they're like, well, we don't have any buses. You got school buses? Yeah, well, the kids are going to school. It's like, well.
Yeah, the dude's like, shut the fucking school down.
Yeah.
Like, go to school.
You know, and it's like, but there again, but to be fair, like, when you look at, so I always reference, remember when on the big island of Hawaii, there was a volcano that was erupting?
Yeah.
So I saw this awesome meme one time where it said, what people think this looks like. And it was the big island. And in the center of it was this volcano erupting.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next picture was the big island. And way over here, this little tiny dot in the corner was the volcano that's erupting. You know, it's like, this is what the media is telling you is happening, and this is what really happens. Mm-hmm. And when you look at Louisiana and you go, this was a New Orleans problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like, here's the whole state, and this little spot way over here, this little area right here was where all this was happening.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, the governor has a state to run. The mayor is doing a shitty job.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're beefing on the side. They're beefing amongst each other on who they're going to blame. And it's like,
and then they're like, and then you had, you know, like, Bush was sitting there going, listen to your local officials. Listen to your local. I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm running a country. I'm not there. Listen to your local officials and tell them, you know, they'll tell you what you need to do. And of course, she didn't like Bush. The governor didn't like Bush. And so she's dragging her heels because she doesn't want to ask him for help. It's like, you're stupid. You're stupid. Like, help, dude. Just call him up and ask him. He'll be like, well, like he's going to fucking say no. No, sorry, man. We can't, you know, and all their National Guard was off at war.
Right.
Frank's like, yeah, we'll send Mississippi's National Guard over. I mean, it's like, it was dumb.
Yeah. This is the United States, not every state for themselves.
Yes. I mean, now it's every state for themselves. That's a whole nother
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what else you got?
I mean, so I learned that about the Ivan, which I guess I just never put 2 and 2 together. And I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
And then like, oh, they couldn't get out because, this reason, that reason. I learned that they were pumping from the affluent areas into the Ninth Ward and all that to clear the streets of the affluent areas and the downtown New Orleans and making that worse down there. And it's like, okay, didn't know that. Also, I did know this, that, they were having some kind of like looting and stuff, but could you really call it looting at this point?
No.
With what they're doing? No.
That was the one thing the general was like, all right. He says, I called the mayor up and I'm like, dude, do you really want to shoot your own people?
Yeah.
Like, and most of the people that own the stores were like, dude, take it.
Yeah.
You're starving. Take it. I got insurance.
It'll cover insurance. Yeah.
Yeah. Take it. Take it all. Yeah. I mean, whatever. My windows are fucked up. Just take whatever you need.
Yeah.
It's going to go bad. So
yeah. And it's insured. I mean, it's like, the one crazy thing that I did not know about was the one section where they were just shooting black people that were trying
to yeah, the white dudes.
Dude, wild.
That was the West Town thing where they're like, oh yeah, man, we just shot them because they're walking in our neighborhood. I was like,
oh my God. Now that's not to say there wasn't people doing criminal activities, because there was, all of it was going on in the Superdome. And there was a lot of people, and I understand that, but it was it went back to root basic instinct type situation for some people.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Because I mean, it's like, and so the way I looked at it was like, there again, all of this could have been avoided. The hurricane really didn't do that much damage.
No.
They
could have been lightly flooded.
Yes, the aftermath. And the general was the best. He was really the shining ray of light in the whole thing, because he was just like, when people come up and they'd ask me, why aren't you doing this? Why? And it's like, because this shit is hard. like this shit is hard, man.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can go pluck everybody off the roof, or I can pluck a couple people off the roof, and I can drop bags to try to get the water to stop. Which one do you want me to do?
What's like when they're like, well, you didn't, there's bodies floating out there, and he's like, yeah, there is, and I could send people to get that. He said, I just thought it was, better to maybe try to get the people that were still alive and trying to live.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, he was great. He was great. He pulled no punches.
Yeah.
In there again, from the hurricane point of view, like, the hurricane was fantastic. It did a ton of damage. It didn't do, well, actually it didn't do a ton of damage. It was the aftermath of the hurricane that killed it. And, and I looked at it like, okay, so now it's like the state really screwed things up. Like, the state really did not do well by these people, because it was like, your house is worth 50 cents, a square foot. This guy's house is worth $1 a square foot, and like, if you lived in an area that didn't flood, like the one lady that was like, I moved back, and my house I was paying $660 a month. Now they want $1,100. And I'm like, yeah, because your area doesn't flood. Like, everyone that wanted to move back wants to get out of where it floods.
Yeah.
So, like,
and some of those areas still are not. Well, I say this, we've been to the Port of Louisiana like 4 years ago. There were still places that weren't repaired.
No, and they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. That was the analogy they used that I thought was kind of dumb, where they're like, Homestead, we rebuilt that. I was like, Homestead isn't 10 feet below water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Yeah. Homestead was a bad builder that built some shoddy construction that wasn't hurricane proof. Like, hell yeah, they're going to rebuild that. I mean, why would they not? Like, it didn't get flooded. It got blown down.
Exactly.
Okay. Because a Category 5 hurricane went over the top of it. Okay. The hurricane, the 3 or 4 that went over you didn't cause the damage. You're living a soup bowl. And it was like, I get it. And he's like, this is where I live. And I can respect that. It's like, this is where I live. This is what I want to do. But it's like, also, you're like,
there's consequences for your decisions. I mean,
fine. If you want to live here, I'm cool with it. Build a stilt house.
Or pay more for the rent the place that doesn't flood. I mean, it's just,
so for example, here, because obviously we have a lot of flooding. Okay. So every house that's getting if your house gets destroyed and you're in a flood zone, you have to build a stilt house. You have to build a house that's 8 or 10 feet up in the air. Otherwise, it's not going to be insurable because,
Yeah. Well, the funny part about that is I seen a Sam Kinison bit today, and I happened to be on Instagram, and he's like, he's like, I don't get people. He said we had this village that they were up in the mountains, they couldn't get any food, so he's like, for about 4 or 5 years, people would take their supplies up there for them. We'd have city buses or whatever do that, and he said one day, they came up there, they didn't have any food on the buses or supplies, and people were freaking out. Like, well, how are we going to live? And he said, well, we decided instead of bringing the food to you guys, we're going to move you to where the food is. Why do you live up here?
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, and that's kind of the logic there. It's like, and I get it. It's like, the whole situation was bad. Like, the whole situation was bad to begin with. Thank you. French fries.
Oh, nice.
Could have popped them in the microwave.
Coming in clutch.
So, like, the whole situation was bad. Like, I felt bad for everybody involved. I mean, it's like, when they built the new houses sucked. And like, they're going back, but they were still houses. So there you go. Yeah. So they're at least like figuring that out. But I mean, I think the people that got out and didn't look back, like the people that moved to Texas, the people that moved to Atlanta, those were the smart ones.
Yeah. And that might have been their chance to move out because they were maybe so far impoverished that they couldn't, and they had no mobility,
Right. And then the dumb white people that moved in, it's because they can buy swampland.
Yeah.
I like it because now they complain because it's too loud. It's like, we want to live here because it's so cool. Thank you. But it's so loud at nighttime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's some white people crap right there,
dude. And I'll tell you, so we have Fort Chaffee right by the house,
right
where you were, and they moved a lot of people from Katrina up there into like those FEMA trailers. Right. So what happened was they even though New Orleans is in the South,
right?
It's like a big city. You're not in the South,
Right. Yeah.
So we had people from the big city who, like, just honestly, like, a lot of them ended up being criminals with criminal records. They got up here, and dude, it like absolutely overwhelmed our police force for a while. Not only the crimes happening in the trailers in that part of area, but they would take them in buses like Walmart, and they literally people would steal crazy amounts of stuff, and it was a big deal for a little while.
Really?
And I think still to this day, crime rate obviously it's going to keep rising just as time goes. But yeah, it's still it definitely jumped up quite a bit.
Wow.
And a lot of murders because you know how it is around here. It's like we're kind of like simple, slow people here.
Right.
We're the little town where something happens. Like, oh shit, what's going on?
Right.
So yeah,
I'd have a big police force.
Right. Yeah.
That was like Tennessee at Mount Julian or whatever the hell it is where Sage lives. Like, bro, those cops, holy shit! Like those guys don't mess around. Like literally, the moment you get off the interstate, your license plate has been scanned. And if it has anything, if you're wanted for anything, expired tag, warrant for your arrest, you have a lien against, whatever, they are coming to get you.
They're coming to get you.
They are coming to get you. Oh my God, it is so funny. There is no hiding in the town. We're at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
Cop drove through the parking lot 5 times. Just running, because that was a gas station right off the interstate and the Waffle House right next to one another.
Yeah.
So he would literally just go and do circles.
Just see who knew's in there.
Well, because his car was scanning all the tags.
Oh, damn.
They have that scanning technology, which apparently we have here. And so they have, so they're just driving through, running, passively running everyone's license plate to see, running facial recognition, running all this crap. And they pride themselves on that shit. Like, there's a Facebook page for them that literally, this is who we caught last night. I'm like, shit. Because
there's a YouTube channel for Arkansas Police Transparency or something, I think it's called.
Right.
Wild.
I bet. Like, dude, we're driving around at 10 o'clock at night. There is nobody out.
Yeah.
It's like the only places that were open were Waffle House and the Wing House.
It sounds like Branson. That's how like they shut down at 9 o'clock. If you're hungry, I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
You just have to wait to go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow.
Go to sleep hungry. Thought about that shit. Oh yeah, dude, it's crazy. I was like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was crazy. Now Friday and Saturday night, like Friday, or what did we leave? Friday night. Friday night there was a couple places open late, because there are younger people there that want to go out. So we went to one of the local Friday night places. And I wouldn't say it was hopping, but it was hopping by their standards.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was like, wow, something's open at 10 o'clock. Crazy. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, part of me likes that. I can appreciate that. If I got to go out at 10 o'clock at night, it's like, where are we going?
Especially if it's like now weekend, I'll make exceptions. But if I have to get dressed and go out after 9 o'clock on a weeknight, like like, dude, I just feel like it might as well be 3 a.m.
Yeah. Like Haley is so old now for that. Like, like when we get, because like if we get home at 9 o'clock from something, she's just like, oh, I got to get to bed. I got to hurry. I got to get to bed. And it's like, okay, you're mental.
Yeah,
because I don't mind staying up late.
No, but I don't want to be. I just don't want to be out.
No,
like,
I don't.
I'll stay up late in the house.
No, trust me. I'll be like, oh man, we should go. I don't want to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to go. Yeah. We should go to Taco Bell. Nah.
I'll start looking in the freezer.
There's got to be something in the freezer.
I am hungry. There's something to eat in here for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's funny too, because like especially like Thursday night, because Thursday night I always get home and I go try to, it's like I try to leave work on time so that I can do a run or a walk or something before the show. And so when I'm done, it's like I have just enough time to get a shower and eat something. But it's that eating something. It's like I'm just praying to God that there's like leftovers from the girls or something like that in there. Because like I'm not stopping at home to get something on my way because I want to get home. I'm usually like I only have this amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like tonight it was like leftover ribs that were from this past weekend. It's like, oh, I guess I'll eat these. Yuck.
Dude, I'm the cleanup crew like that. Like, all right, well, no one wanted this shit. Like, I'll eat it.
All right, Justin, have a good night.
Justin, have a good one, man.
And yeah, no kidding. Don't be such a pussy, man. It's like bedtime. But yeah, it's so funny. So what other takeaways do you have from this thing that
like I guess you already knew, like, the government just completely failed. Local government failed down there. A lot of, I'll tell you, this is another one that, and I guess I've been broke, but not in that sort of poverty,
right?
To just, and that's probably why I don't understand it. It's like the first time this happens, and it's never happened before. I understand it. you weren't prepared. You didn't know this was going to happen, but like generations of people and this continuing to happen and not trying to get their family somewhere,
right?
Like anywhere, just move to rural Louisiana where it's a lot cheaper or something like that. It's like homeless people in California. It's like there's a lot of people that would love to live in California, but they can't afford it.
Right.
So what makes you deserve to be here?
Yeah.
Living on the street, and a lot of it's mental issues and stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah.
But it's just I don't get the mentality, and there's so many people here that have that mentality that they'll only get what someone's willing to give them.
Yes.
Like there's no drive to go out and do anything to improve your situation, and it's sad because I grew up with people like that. So it's like, and I know people like that still that I went to school with, and they're just like, they never did anything. They never tried anything, and it's always someone else's fault.
Victim mentality, baby.
Dude. And it's not, a lot of them, it's not their fault. But some of them I would say, like, hey, you got comfortable and.
Well, I mean, it's always your fault.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always your fault. Even if it's not your fault, it's got to be your fault because you can change your situation.
Yeah.
You can move. It's scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Right.
But you can always change your situation. It's like you have to decide to do it though. It's like if you're miserable, if you want to be miserable, stay where you're at.
Right.
But a lot of these people weren't miserable. They were like, this is, they ride it out, because you had those guys like, I've been through this before. It ain't nothing. I'm just cool. We done it before. Like that one door that had like every hurricane ever on that piece.
Dude, and that would totally be me because I'm the stupid guy. It's like, you know what? Because a tornado's coming. Like it's not that serious. We lived through a bunch of them.
Yeah, and if the levees
now I could get caught like that. Yeah, for sure.
If the levee wouldn't have failed, then they would have been fine.
They would have been okay. Yeah,
because the water would have been pumped out. Everything would have been cool. I mean, I don't think anywhere in the South is the Southwest is safe anymore. From Texas, the whole Gulf Coast.
Oh yeah.
And up, Jesus, like the whole East Coast now.
Mm-hmm.
The whole East Coast of the U.S. and the whole Gulf Coast is like you're screwed. And hell, even if it comes up through the Gulf, if it decides to go right, I mean, look at what South Carolina they got. It's like, it destroyed the whole coast of Florida and then went through and then just destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And there again caused major flooding. And so I was watching this one documentary and they were talking about the age of some of these like dams and roads and rivers and all this construction that was done in like the 40s, 50s, and 60s that nobody has ever bothered to go back and do anything about. It's like, because that was the great, that was like, hey, we're going to build all this cool shit and we're going to give everybody jobs and we're going to do all this. And they keep talking about that. And it's like, hey, we're going to, dude, they have been building a bike. Oh, we have this road here, US 19, which is like our 4 lanes of each side, 8 lanes of death and destruction. And they've been building a bike path over it for like a year and a half now. And you're like,
Tampa?
No. It just
okay. All right, that's exactly because I drove through one road in Tampa that was horrible.
Yeah, that was Dale Mabry probably. Similar, just their version of it.
Yeah.
And they've been building this for like, a year and a half. Okay. And you're like, it's a bike trail, dude. Like, what is the problem here?
What's the holdup?
Yeah. Why can't we get this done?
Yeah.
Like, you've done this before. We've seen you. There's one a mile up the street.
Yeah.
This one though, you can't figure this shit out. And now they're getting ready to put an overpass at this at the next intersection up. And so what I'm wondering is if when they okayed the bike trail,
that wasn't in the plans.
They didn't take in consideration that they're putting in an overpass and that they might have not built it in the right spot.
Yeah.
Like frontage roads and stuff like that might now be in the way. I'm sitting there going, I bet you that's it. I bet
that sounds about
somebody fucked up. Because like over here by the Courtney Campbell, which is the road that takes you from Clearwater to Tampa. It's the one that goes. It's our causeway, so it's the beautiful causeway that you see all the pictures of and stuff like that. And they're building a bike ramp, the same thing on this area, and everyone's freaking out about it because it's like, oh, it's an impact problem, because it's high.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, there's a sewage treatment plant right 10 feet away from it, so I think we're okay.
Yeah,
it's on the Clearwater side, which is the ugly side anyway, so it's okay. And they still haven't replaced. Put this, Clearwater still has not replaced the lights since the last hurricane, which was like 2 years ago. So they have light poles with no lights. And you just look at them going, can we fix this? Like, I mean, I'm assuming somebody had insurance for this. Like, where did it all go? Oh, we're building a bike ramp. Yeah. Can we get lights on the road?
It's like all that COVID money. Matter of fact, the county, when Cassie was still working for the county, they got all that money for their employees for COVID, right? Yeah. They didn't pay it out to them.
No.
Someone filed a lawsuit on behalf of the county workers, and they ended up getting paid a small portion of what was left.
What was left? Where did it go?
Exactly.
Yeah. Who took all that money? Yeah. Everyone gets a 20.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. You know.
It's that when we were in Anna Maria Island, I guess it was like kind of famous pier. Mm-hmm. It was still destroyed when we were at a few of the piers were still destroyed and didn't never get built back. So
no, they will probably never get built back.
Yeah.
There again, those piers are built from like the 50s and 60s. And if these guys, like here in Clearwater Beach, used to have a pier, and it got destroyed in one of the hurricanes recently. And that pier has been there forever.
Yeah,
like forever, and it just keeps getting shorter and shorter. And then the hurricane came and wiped it out. And I'm sure they'll never build it back. And this is, and it's not like it's the first one. It's like they just don't build these things back anymore. And the reason it's not just money though; it's impact. So some of these they can't. Like the state has put so many laws and bullshit in that you physically can't build it anymore because, like, you have to do an impact survey to see how it's going to affect sea turtles, or you have to do an impact to see how it's going to. It's like, dude, we're literally just repairing the one. Like, you can repair the one you have, because it was there, but you can't replace it. Like, we can build it. No, you can't, because it was built wrong in the first place. What do you mean it was built wrong? Well, yeah, they didn't take in consideration the sea turtles. You're like, what the frick are you talking about?
Dude, we're dealing with this same exact situation at work with machinery. We have current machinery that runs one of our pasting lines, both of them. We have a new pasting line. All that machinery has so many guards and safeties on it that we cannot take off. Now, we could keep running the old unsafe stuff.
Yeah.
And repairing the old unsafe stuff. But this new stuff, if we run the new one, it's got to run this new stuff.
Yes.
And it's like, oh my God, which it's overcomable, but it's a big headache.
Yeah. It's a learning curve.
It's like, instead of being able to see everything kind of open and what your machine's doing, everything's covered.
Yes, because it could be dangerous.
Because it could be dangerous. Yeah.
Yes. And
it's like at some point, it's like, can we just hire smarter people?
No.
That's not the answer for sure.
No.
But I certainly wish it was.
And that's going to be modern. The facilities that we all want to build here to build stuff we just need people to babysit the robots.
That's what it is. We're all going to the lowest common denominator.
Yes,
we go to that. We don't assume people were capable or whatever.
And we have to pay them $35 an hour,
right?
Possibly $50 an hour to babysit the robots. So I mean, I'm fine. I mean, I'm good. I'll do it. You need me to watch a robot all day? I'll watch a robot. I don't care. Ooh, look at that! Ooh, it's spinny. I love robots. I think they're fantastic.
Throw a drop of oil here and there and be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I programmed one of my robots before I left. I'll come in tomorrow morning. My part will be made, and I'll be like, ha ha ha.
Subcontract my job to AI. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I just, it's like I said to Fernando before we left, I said, how fast do you think I can design these legs and we get them printed before we leave? And he's like, I don't know. I said, all right, let's time me. I designed these legs real quick, hit go. It's like, all right, these will be done in 2.5 hours. They'll be ready for us tomorrow morning when we get in. Bye.
Deuces.
See ya.
Oh, man.
All right. So, however you fall on the Katrina thing, 1 and 2 are worth the watch. 1 more so than 2. 3 is a waste. Don't waste your time. Unless you're just like I don't know. Unless you just have hours to waste. And there again, if you're interested, if you've ever lived through a hurricane, probably don't watch it because there is some anxiety to it. That's like, shit. Then you feel bad. Oh my god, I gotta go buy more board. Whatever. Living on the edge. Next week's video, we are going to watch part 2 to Nobody,
which might be one of the. I think we might have been the most hyped about Nobody out of all the, except for maybe The Last Samurai.
It was a sleeper. Like Nobody was a sleeper.
Yeah.
And then you started to figure out who did it, and you're like, oh, this is John Wick shit.
Yeah, like this is awesome.
Yeah. So the pendulum swings even further, and we have Nobody too. So if you want to watch along, that would be cool. It is a renter right now. It's not free anywhere, unless you're got one of those like hack boxes. I don't know. So I gladly paid for it. So I'm excited.
Well worth the money.
Yeah, it was fun. So that'll be next week. That's all we got. You guys have a great night. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.